Hi, it's Jen, and I'm doing the kindergarten video. Where to start? Okay, kindergarten was like a big deal for me because I didn't do preschool or anything like that. So kindergarten was like my first time ever going to any kind of school type deal, other than daycare with random people. No, don't even ask. Anyway. One of the interesting things about my kindergarten class is, I remember, like Michael Buckley said, you know, kindergarten, they have the bathroom in the back of the classroom. But, you know, like, one of the cool things about my kindergarten class is that there were, like, stations of different things to do. Like, there was, like, a craft station where you'd, like, do coloring, and there was, like, then there was, like, a craft station where you do, like, gluing and cutting and things like that. And then over here there was, over here there was, like a kitchen set where you could play, like, chefs and the house, and you could play with the kitchen set. And then there was, like, a dress-up area where you put on, like, well, I don't think there were hats, because, you know, the whole lice issue. But there was, like, different types of, like, little, like, smocks and stuff like that that you just put on and, you know, play around with. And there was, like, dolls and, you know, it was just fun, dress-up type thing. And then there was, like, a reading station where there was, like, a whole bunch of books that were, like, for people in kindergarten and first grade type area, you know, the really short things like Dr. Seuss and easy books. And then there was, like, a station where you sat down with a teacher and you'd, like, write and practice writing things. Yeah, I think we'd practice, like, writing our name and things like that. And we also had to learn our address, and that was, like, in our little sitting circle. And I remember, like, the first day of school, I was at the second arts and crafts station. So I remember the very first thing we did was, like, we had, like, blue construction paper, and then we glued, like, cotton balls onto it, and we made, like, pictures of clouds and stuff. And it was really cool. I mean, I had a good time with it. For some reason, I also, like, knew a kid in kindergarten who ate crayons. And they'd always steal my purple crayon and called it blue. Very frustrating. And they would eat it. And I didn't know why. Then there was a kid who would, like, always get in trouble. And he ended up actually, like, failing kindergarten because he was always in trouble. It was pretty hilarious, honestly. And then, I remember that I had the same kindergarten teacher as my older brother did the year before. So it was really cool to know that if I had struggled on anything, he could help me with it. So I know that that was a real, like, relief for me. And I remember the first day I was ever, like, late for class was in kindergarten. I know, that's so sad. I couldn't even hold up 1 year of not ever being late to school. But anyway, and I showed up at school like an hour after it started, and I went running up to the teacher, and I was, like, crying because I thought I was going to get in so much trouble. She was like, "It's okay, it's okay. Everyone's late sometimes," and I just felt so terrible about being late. And I loved kindergarten. It was fun. And I remember nap time. Nap time was crazy for me. Like, I would never, ever, like, sleep. I would just sit there and I would talk to all the people around me. And it got so bad that my teacher moved me away from my friends and moved me to sit next to the assistant teacher, and no one else was nearby. So I just talked to the assistant teacher. I remember, like, mentioning something about, like, hearing my heartbeat. She was like, "That's nice. Why don't you try taking a nap?" And then I was like, "I don't want to." And one of the other things I remember about kindergarten is recess. There was one day where there was, like, a girl, and I was waiting in line for the slide, and there was this girl, and I was next in line, and there was a girl. She was sitting at the top of the slide, as she was too scared to go down, but she didn't want to get up and go back. So I was like, "Come on, hurry up, go, 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 just go." And she wouldn't go, and she was, like, freaking out and really making me mad because I wanted her to hurry up and go. So I, like, pushed her just to make her go down the slide, and she ended up falling off the side of the slide and landing on her hip. I felt so terrible. you don't even know. I mean, I felt like I killed her or something, you know? I don't know what. I mean, I know she was okay. I mean, she went to the nurse, you know, had a little bruise, but, you know, she was alright. But thinking about it now, what kind of kid falls off a slide? I'm sorry, that's kind of mean. But, the last thing that I really remember about kindergarten is, you know how I mentioned earlier about my brother being in the same class? Well, I thought it was really cool how close to the end of the year, we learned blends, you know, like ND, you know, consonants that were together that would make one sound when they were together, like TH and SH and CH and things like that. You know, we learned blends. And my brother, whenever I told him about it, he said that he hadn't learned that whenever he was in that class the year before. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I was so proud of myself to already know how to do that. So yeah, it was awesome. Kindergarten was a really good year. And can't wait to tell you about first grade. First grade was even crazier, so just be ready.